好，私信號。好啦，亦入埋今晚第7場賽事啊，3歲馬76至95分讓賽，準備起步。好啦，一起步嘅時候咧，出得快少少，外檔嗰隻勁子彈嚇，咁內檔嗰邊靈氣部首都快咁啊，中間黃衫啊神耀木園話都好前下喎，反而咧就一對高多分馬後啲嘅，咁啊第4位就時來稱王啦，拍住佢係星辰歲月，包緊尾藍衫白帽私信號嚟嘅，好啦，跑咗300米到啦左右啦，咁啊前面帶緊頭咧靈氣部首似乎帶出咗多少嘅，咁外檔隻勁子彈又未埋到嚟喎嚇，內檔嗰邊就星辰歲月啦，咁啊呢隻神耀木園咧即刻揾馬遮住先嚇，跟住佢後邊啊跟到正一正嘅咧就時來稱王嚟嘅，咁啊包尾啲私信號咧，亦都跟翻大隊就跟住扣女嘅時來稱王啦。好啦，咁就跑到600米咁滯咯，咁啊前邊咧靈氣部首嘛捱夜都要噶啦，慢慢帶啦，咁啊帶住出嚟多少嘅。守住第2位外檔嗰隻勁子彈嚟嘅，咁啊中間跟住神耀木園都跟得好貼嘅。內檔紅白間咧就星辰歲月守住第4位啦，一對高多分馬有晒馬遮住噶啦。尾二咧就時來稱王，包尾藍衫白帽就私信號啦。好啦，仲有700米到翻到終點噶啦，前面帶緊頭仲係靈氣部首啊，拖住未騎住，反而外檔勁子彈手喐啦，中間咧神耀木園見到莫亞都俾佢走啦，內檔嗰邊就星辰歲月啦，咁啊喺馬群中間叫緊上嚟時來稱王咧，佢又叫嘅啫，未大力騎落去住嘅，反而啲私信號咧就坐緊落去黐住騎噶啦，入到最後400米嘅時候咧，前邊形勢係變咗啊，出咗頭先暫時咧仲係靈氣部首嘅，咁啊勁子彈一路逼住佢啊，中間上緊嚟就神耀木園，外檔咧就時來稱王，咁啊內檔嗰邊咧就私信號打落去唔係好多嘅啫，最後100零米嘅時候咁前邊咧呢勁子彈話出咗嚟先，追到上嚟時來稱王啦，咁啊中間神耀木園就唔多嘅，咁睇嚟前邊咧時來稱王可以壓過埋勁子彈贏啦，嗰張第1名時來稱王，第2名勁子彈，第3名靈氣部首啊，第4名神耀木園啊，
佢硬隻6號喺度啊，咁啊贏就贏啊，俾人阻完都兜翻出去贏嘅4號啊，
佢都慢慢嚟啦，步兒後慢慢移翻出去再追你啊
，4、6、3、
1
2號啊差啲喎，
哇！點解咁曳啊隻2號？
好曳喎，一步都冇啊！嗰個私信號。
布爾學
2000堅尼冇份贏啫，贏住呢場啦，補數啦。
呢度都想叫上嚟噶啦，但係兩隻一齊一出一入咁閂咗個閘，咁啊慢慢啦，慢慢移翻出去再追啦。
不過1都麻麻地嘅，騎落去都係。
都冇乜勢嘅真係，死啊食硬你噶啦！
嗱，布兒學啊，幫高多分贏翻匹時來稱王啊！今晚第7場賽事，我哋睇重播。
係啦，
咁今日都2 win 啦，已經啊！
杜俊成起碼布兒學都係。咁啊，尾場而家要留意住啊，顧安年嘅咯喎，第5關咯
啊！
暫時係25蚊位置。
等陣間會變1.0。
佢幾難嘅喎，一隻都冇贏，但係又過4隻嘅喎，
好難出4隻喎。
係咯，啊！
顧安年，我哋之前喺轉播賽佢都交過成績嘅實實在在啊，好似係嘢。
仲要唔係牌面喎，
係
即係今晚嗰啲啊。尾場咧就1200米嚟嘅，咁啊去年就犀利啦，創作力量後尾都贏1級賽啦，去到年尾嘅時候。7場復榜完畢啦，跑第1名咧4號嘅時來稱王，導贏派20個半，位置派11個半。第2名6號勁子彈，位置派55蚊。第3名3號靈氣部首，第4名1號嘅神耀木園。4搭6嘅連人位派127個半，二重彩4、6順序派248蚊，三重彩4、6、3順序派542蚊，單 T 派103蚊。咁啊呢隻高多分馬就應該唔賣俾你噶啦，唔係跨道口啊。第2咧就可以諗下，
跨步走啦唯有。
4連環啦，咁啊13、4、6咧派128蚊，喺埋4重彩4、6、3、1順序派1988蚊。賽事完成時間1分37秒41。頭馬贏2馬1個馬位，2馬贏3馬就2個馬位。咁啊，三寶頭2關都熱門喎。
係啦。
哇，1.0啊，隻10號位置。
係果然係啦。
跟住打到其他嗰啲位置全部都好分。
佢打到嗰隻大半爆嘅外緣堅石位置都有翻3倍啫。
2號嗰啲好，一間實着價都得。
哦，海外參考導人賠率佢係大熱門嚟嘅。
Congratulations! It was looking a bit risky at one point there, wasn't it, when you ran into some trouble?
Yeah, he was probably doing a bit too much the whole way. You know, he can be a bit that way inclined, and there wasn't much of a gallop on, so you know, it suited me to come late. But I just had to switch him around, and look, I always felt he was going to get on top, and in a fashion, it didn't for getting there any earlier. You know?
He did well in the end, and he was well on top ultimately.
He was very well on top. Yeah, he's always with a good turn of foot, and he's come quite quickly in a relatively short space of time.
Charlie's talking about potentially the Britannia, but he thinks he probably needs another run just to help him mentally. Would you be of that view as well?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, if yeah, for sure. I mean, the Britannia is you know, I think he's that. You know, I think he's an up and coming 3-year-old handicapper, and you know, I wouldn't want to put a sort of level on him just yet. So he's promising. He's done everything right. So yeah, for sure, that sounds like a good plan.
Could be a tough experience though, can't it be? Because some horses can sometimes find their seasons lost in the Britannia.
Yeah. Well, that's good, isn't it?
I suppose it is. Cardem, how about earlier Cardem? Was that the plan, to be racing slightly apart?
1-1, so stay straight. I rode him before at Doncaster, and it was a similar sort of thing. Just gone barrel straight, and he was back to his best form. You know, he's really fast. You see him, you know, where he does mid-race, he gets a couple of lengths on him, and it just sees it, out to the line. And with his speed, you're just able to hold on to him down the dip, and then he comes out of it the other end. So, no, good, tough performance from him.
Do you see him as 5 furlong?
For sure. Yeah.
You've had time to assimilate the Guineas. I'm sure for you it's a slightly bittersweet experience, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, great for the team, and congratulations to everyone. You know, from top to bottom, it's a great achievement. 1-2 in the Guineas. You know, it's what everyone hopes and what everyone wants to happen, but it's hard to achieve. So it's a credit to Charlie and all his team, and you know, Sheikh Mohammed read the winner. So it's a fantastic achievement, and you know, it's great to be part of it.
And James Dorner's a very good friend of yours. You must be delighted for him. He was, you know, quite emotional afterwards and getting his first classic. It must please you in some way, even though it's at the expense of you.
No, for sure, absolutely. It's you know, great friendship and great partnership, and you know, I was delighted for him. You know, I've never won the Guineas before, but I know what it's like to win those races, and he was overwhelmed, and of course, so you should be. You know, these races they're fantastic races, and the winner's a good horse, the second's a good horse, and I haven't watched the replay yet, but it was a fair, true, honest race where you know, I think what we saw today was the best horse won, and yeah, that's all you can ask for, isn't it? You know, the winner's a very good horse, the second's a very good horse, and I'm sure they've got very bright futures ahead of them.
And in the race, did everything pan out for you as well as it could have done on Native Trail?
Yeah, I thought so. You know, I didn't think it would happen, but you know, you always are worried about 2 groups and stuff like that, which we've seen in the past in the Guineas. I didn't think it would happen, and it didn't happen. So it was a fair run race. The pace was nice and even. You know, I sort of had Frankie as a guide on where I was, and everything went to plan. Everything went how I wanted to go. And I thought Native Trail ran a huge race. He just bumped into, you know, a very good horse who sort of no one really knew how good he was going into the race.
And I'm assuming you can't really reproach yourself because you were on the champion 2-year-old, and you know, I know it was a choice in inverted commas, but it would have been very hard to have got off Native Trail onto Caribus, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, I said before, I'm very privileged to be able to have that choice to make, and ultimately, you know, everyone does what's best for the operation, for the team, and everyone behind it. So, you know, it's not about one person; it's a whole operation behind it. So, great result today. You know, a special day.
Thanks for your thoughts,
Thank you very
William.
much. Thank you.
尾場賽事留意翻啊，嗰隻10號啊高天飛龍嘅位置啊，因為咧騎師今日過4關啊，第5關咧就佢有一個關係1.0嘅得翻。
真係佢啊！好啦，一個好長嘅訪問啦，布宜可咁啊，今晚其實就關於頭先隻時來稱王就唔係講好多嘅啫嚇，咁就嚟緊將會即係隻馬大概會去到咩嘅程度啦。咁即係都係會問到啲時來稱王會唔會有啲機會晉身啲分級賽啦？咁布宜可就話都有啲機會，但係佢又唔算話好大信心嘅。咁但係大段嘅訪問咧，都係講今晚整個高多芬嘅團隊啦嚇，咁喺當地即係今日好似佢哋嘅大日子咁啦。咁2000幾年大賽又贏咗啦，咁同埋咧就因為布宜可就同杜俊成又好老友嘅嚇，咁啊在公在私，在公又一齊合作啦。咁啊在私今日見到咧老友就贏2000幾年先過佢嘅，佢係戥對方開心嘅嚇，一啲小氣都冇嘅。咁而佢強調一點咧就係即係無論係咪佢自己贏都好，或者係其他嘅騎師去贏嗰匹馬都好啦，團隊係做咗好多嘢，即係整個高多芬團隊後邊嘅努力咧，大家可能係睇唔到嘅。咁所以今日佢哋有咁嘅收成啦，就佢自己亦都有馬贏啦嚇，幫高多芬贏咗時來稱王啦。咁另外就2000幾年大賽1、2名都包晒咧，咁啊今日係相當開心嘅日子嚟嘅。
啊，聽日仲有1000堅尼嘅機會啊，
輪到佢贏都得噶嘛。
聽日出一隻啫啊，
係啦
藍衫啊，
就冇兩隻啦，
就唔係熱門啊。